Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are diving deep into a pitch from a company called EDCAPIT, that's spelled E-D-C-A-P-I-T, pronounced EdCapital, and they are taking on a truly massive global problem with some seriously impressive AI. Their goal? Nothing short of completely reinventing a market.
Oh, absolutely, Alex. This isn't just another language app or a course library. We're looking at what could be a blueprint for solving one of the biggest human capital challenges on the planet right now.
And it all kicks off with this massive number, 280 million. Just let that sink in for a second. That's how many migrants there are across the globe. It's a population the size of a huge country, and they are facing incredible hurdles, especially when it comes to getting the education they need to integrate and succeed.
Exactly. And that number leads us straight to EDCAPIT's core mission. They say they want to make education borderless, starting with 280+ migrants, then scaling to global lifelong learning via AI. Wow. I mean, that is an incredibly ambitious statement. So let's really dig in and unpack the specific problem they're aiming to solve.
Right, because when you hear that mission, you might think it's all about social good. But what EDCAPIT is arguing is that this is a colossal, underserved market. This 280 million person gap isn't just a humanitarian issue, it's an economic crisis for the countries these individuals now call home.
Yeah, the crisis really boils down to this huge mismatch. You've got this massive group of people who are hungry for practical, localized skills to get a job, but the EdTech market, and this is a wild statistic, a staggering 90% of it is English only. It's not built for them. This creates a huge wall, a systemic barrier that slows down their ability to contribute, and that hurts everyone involved.
And that delay, it has a very, very real price tag. It can cost a government up to $18,000 just to support one single migrant in their first year. We're talking about welfare, housing, essential services. It's an enormous financial drain.
So you have that huge upfront cost, and then you have this. It takes 5 to 7 years for that person to pay back that initial investment through taxes. That long delay is a massive drag on the economy, and this is the core economic problem that EDCAPIT was built to attack head-on. How do you shrink that timeline?
Which, of course, brings us to their solution. And you'll see this isn't just another platform with a bunch of courses. EDCAPIT has engineered an entire AI-powered ecosystem designed specifically to build a bridge between the challenges of migration, language barriers, and finding a real career.
So what is it really? At its heart, EDCAPIT is an AI-powered SaaS marketplace. Pretty simple, right? Authors and experts can publish their courses, and students subscribe to learn. But that little phrase, AI-powered, well, that's their secret sauce. That's the engine driving their whole strategy and what they believe is their unbeatable edge. And what's so smart here is that they're building for both sides of the market at once. For students, it's all about getting job-ready skills in their own language with a 24/7 AI tutor that acts like a personal mentor. But for the course creators, they're making it incredibly easy with an AI course builder and, look at this, a 70% revenue share. That is a huge incentive, way higher than most platforms. They're clearly signaling they want the best creators and they're willing to pay for them.
And when you put all that together, you get this powerful domino effect. They claim they can cut integration time by 2 to 3 times. That means people are getting jobs in 3 to 6 months, not waiting for years. And right away, a government cost becomes a new source of tax revenue. It saves money and boosts the whole economy. It's a win-win.
Okay. But here's the question every investor is going to ask. This sounds great, but what stops a bigger company from just copying it? And EDCAPIT's answer is all about their tech. This is what they call their unfair advantage, the powerful AI that builds a deep, protective moat around their business.
And this AI engine is just built for massive scale. The AI global translation, this is the magic wand right here. A course made in one language becomes a global course instantly. Then there's the AI tutor, a personal mentor for every single student. And for creators, the AI course builder just removes all the friction. They even have an AI consultant live on the site right now acting as 24/7 support.
So when you stack them up against the giants, the Udemys and Coursera's of the world, the difference is just crystal clear. The big guys are built for the English-speaking mass market. EDCAPIT is migrant-first, AI-powered, and designed for global translation from day one. They're not just trying to compete, they're creating a whole new category that the others have totally ignored.
Okay, a brilliant idea and cool technology are one thing, but investors bet on execution. So the big question is Is this real? Is it just a great idea on a slide deck? Well, it turns out this is already a functioning business with a proven team and real progress. So let's look at the proof.
And they've got the numbers to back it up. They've already raised a $200,000 pre-seed round. But the key metrics for me are the 1,000+ users and the organic revenue. For a company at this stage, bringing in real money without a huge marketing budget, that is a massive signal of product-market fit. It means people want this, and they're willing to pay for it.
And a huge part of that execution comes down to the person in charge. The company is led by Ole Podobid, a serial entrepreneur. And crucially, you have to look at where he's based. San Francisco. He's right in the heart of the global tech and venture capital ecosystem, meeting with the right people, building the right place.
And when you look at his background, it just seems perfectly tailor-made for this exact challenge. He's run a software company, so he gets the tech. But the really critical part? He's created 9 of his own courses in IT and real estate. He has been the author, he's been the student, he knows the pain points from every single angle, because he's lived them.
All right, so we've got the problem, the solution, the technology, the traction, and a founder who knows the space inside and out. So now for the big question, where is all this going? And let me tell you, EDCAPIT is not thinking small. They have a very clear path to becoming a billion-dollar company.
And here it is, the timeline they're pitching to investors. This is that classic venture-scale hockey stick growth curve. They're projecting a 50x increase in their valuation in just 5 years. Now, is that ambitious? You bet it is. But it's exactly the kind of exponential potential that serious investors are looking for.
So how on earth do they get to $1 billion? Let's break down the market. Their TAM, the total addressable market, is the entire global EdTech pie, a massive $400 billion. Their SAM, the slice they can realistically target, the $10 billion migrant learning space. And their SOM, their starting point, is a $30 million beachhead market with Slavic migrants. It shows huge scale, but also a smart, focused plan to get started.
So here's the bottom line. What do they want? They're raising a $2 million seed round. They're using a SAFE, which is a common way for early-stage startups to raise money. But the key term for an investor is that $20 million post-money cap. It basically protects the earliest believers, ensuring they get the best possible terms for taking a risk this early.
And what are they going to do with that $2 million? It's a crystal clear plan. The biggest piece of the pie, 40%, is going straight into marketing and growth. They're not just experimenting anymore, they are pouring gasoline on a fire that's already burning. The rest goes to building the team and doubling down on their AI advantage.
So this is basically their closing argument. This is the why now slide, and it creates a real sense of urgency. They're telling investors, look, the user base is growing fast, we're in a huge untapped market, the product is live and making money, and we have a clear first-mover advantage with our AI. The message is simple. Get in now on the ground floor before this kicks off.
It's a really compelling case. They found a massive problem, they've built a unique AI-driven solution, and they have a founder with the perfect experience to pull it all off. Which leaves us with that final big question. Are we looking at the future of global education? A platform that is truly built for everyone, everywhere? Based on this pitch, it's a very real possibility.